Attention investors, are you looking to make another addition to your portfolio or looking for a US city where home prices are still affordable, rental demand is rising, and other investors are quietly scooping up properties before the rest of the country catches on? Have you considered the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Today, I'm going to uncover why Milwaukee is a hidden gem for real estate investors in 2025 and the next few years to come. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Moving to Milwaukee channel. Today I want to talk about why Milwaukee is a great city for investors in 2025 and the next few years. And recently in my business, I've had quite an uptick in investors and a couple new commercial multifamily investors as well. And there's some good insights as to why some Midwestern cities, let alone Milwaukee, Wisconsin, can be a very handsome investment and right now could be a very wise time to buy. So I thought I would make a video on that and share that with all of you, especially other investors who are looking to make additions to your portfolio, but may not have something in their own backyard and may want a little more diversity in their portfolio. Let's talk numbers. The average price of a home in the greater Milwaukee and southeastern Wisconsin area is roughly around $415,000. Now, but as of mid-2025, in Milwaukee County, the median home price for a single-family home is around $250,000, which is well below the national average. Compare that to some homes that are more than $500,000 in cities like Denver, Colorado, Seattle, Washington, or Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this means a lower barrier to entry level and better cash-on-cash returns, especially for out-of-state investors or first-timers who may have a little more to play with coming from another city where their averages are much higher. And today I want to talk about a couple of good key pros as to making an investment in the greater Milwaukee area nowadays, whether that is a small duplex or a large monstrosity into commercial real estate. And speaking of which, if you are a commercial investor or you are a current investor in residential property, maybe looking to upgrade to a much larger purchase, stick around because I'm going to give you a bonus as to why Milwaukee is a great spot for commercial multifamily investing within the coming years. And by the way, I'm your host, William Loos, your go-to Milwaukee real estate resource. If you're looking to make an investment or make a move to the greater Milwaukee area in 2025 or the next coming years or so, reach out to me today. Let's have a chat about your housing goals. I talk to people all day long about making investments, and I want to help you out with yours too. My contact info is on the screen in the description below. Give me a call today. I look forward to hearing from you and helping you out. So to highlight one good pro in the Milwaukee investing market is that there's a lot of good high rental yields in the area. Now, cap rates in many Milwaukee neighborhoods are sitting between 6 to 8%. Although many properties I'm finding are closer to 8, but there are some neighborhoods and some homes on the market that have a few exceptions. But regardless, this is going to be rare in today's real estate climate. We have very strong demand for renters, which involve college students, nurses, and as well as young professionals, not to mention home buyers who may be on the hunt in the past couple of years, but maybe a little bit fatigued by the activity in the current real estate market and maybe have to renew a lease or find a place to rent due to whatever it is in their real estate needs. And not to mention, there's not enough modern rental inventory, which for investors such as yourself, this creates a great recipe for some steady cash flow. Another good pro about investing in the Milwaukee real estate market is you got some neighborhoods to watch that still have room for some great appreciation, not just in rents, but in value. So if you're looking for a few hot pockets with some long-term upside, watch a few of these. For example, Bayview is very trendy, walkable, and very popular with millennials. And why wouldn't it be? It's right by the lakefront on Lake Michigan. There's a great, lovely beer garden and park right along that way as well, not to mention a place to ride your bike, close to the marina, and you're a mere 5 to 10 minutes from downtown Milwaukee. The neighborhood of River West is diverse, it's artsy, and there's still some affordable property with some great duplex potential as it's very close to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee campus. Just southwest of the 3rd Ward is Walker's Point, where there is some great short-term rental potential and tons of redevelopment, as this is a very up-and-coming neighborhood in the recent years and still is growing to this very day. Neighborhoods on the south side of Milwaukee County, including Alverno and Morgandale, have great upside as the average price for a home is in the lower 300s. Compare that to the greater Milwaukee average of 415. You could still find a great deal and have some great upside and appreciation at the very least, not to mention rents that consistently will rise over time. Another pro to highlight in investing in the Milwaukee real estate market is you get great value add and the BRRRR potential. as many investors like to look at. So maybe you might not be looking at adding to your portfolio and maybe just looking at a simple buy and flip, or if maybe you are looking at a buy and hold situation where you're looking at a deal buy in low and put in a little sweat equity and do the typical refinance repeat method, hence the BRRRR method. But one thing I love just about for investors is that there's some great older housing stock in the greater Milwaukee area. You can pick up a duplex or a single family for under $200,000, maybe even under $100,000. Put in a little bit of cash and sweat equity in it and either refinance and or rent it for some solid cash flow. The BRRRR strategy is alive and well here if you know where to look. Regardless if you're investing or looking for a new place to live and plant your roots in Milwaukee, another great pro is there is growth development in the city as well as the job market. The city of Milwaukee isn't standing still. The downtown area is expanding the streetcar hop operation. The Couture project in the 3-3 building are newer developments that have just been complete along the lakefront. Not to mention, there are some major developments around Pfizer Forum, and these are all bringing in jobs as well as new people looking for places to live, including renters. So when you're investing in the city of Milwaukee, you're not just investing in real estate, you're investing in a city that's growing very smart. And as promised, I was going to give you a little bonus on investing in commercial multifamily real estate in the greater Milwaukee area. One thing I do is focus a little bit into the commercial real estate market because occasionally I do have clients with these sort of needs. I don't prefer to refer it out or pass it off to somebody. I prefer to do it myself if I can help. And I always do it into my own capacity. I never do anything that I'm not experienced with because I don't want to waste anyone's time, let alone a client's. So it's one thing I focus on. But I network with a lot of other commercial real estate agents throughout the whole country and even the world. And occasionally I like to upkeep my education onto things, not to mention get some great insights into the general economy. I attended a webinar recently just based on some good economics into the general multifamily market throughout the whole United States. And before I continue, while I don't have a crystal ball and can tell you that you're going to get rich if you invest with me, I can't say that these don't make sense, and I think it's very well worth sharing and gives some very good positive insights into making a multifamily investment nowadays, especially in the Milwaukee area. Ask yourself this: when you drive by a new multifamily development, some apartments in the middle of construction where they're being built, what is the first thing that pops in your head? Do you think that, isn't there already an abundance of apartments? Do we really need another community up in our city? To be really honest, to shed some light on that, what developers as well as the city around you is doing is they're combating supply and demand. Think about this. If all the land in 1 square block is developed, then what happens to the property value? They go up because those properties are much more valuable as land has run out. Well, it's very similar in the rental market. If there are no apartments being built, that makes rentals much more valuable, and rents that currently exist in whichever market are going to skyrocket astronomically. So this is all about creating a balance of supply and demand in the right community. Now, I can't speak for every single community in the whole US. Some are doing much better than others, and some have much more positive outlook than others. A fun fact, some of the best and worst markets come from the state of Texas, from what I've seen. There's an overabundance of supply of multifamily properties in San Antonio, and the city of Austin is consistently growing and thriving as well, and could always use more room for more residents in its community. Some markets like San Francisco or New York, they thrive on multifamily properties, as sometimes in those specific markets where property values are outrageous, as high as rents are, it almost makes more sense. And while Milwaukee did not necessarily make the top 10 cities to invest in for multifamily property, 2/3 of that top 10 are in fact Midwestern states, which signals that investing in the Midwest as a whole is a very good sign and a very good smart move. As for the city of Milwaukee, residential rents continue to rise. And with that, the supply and demand is constantly at a well-balanced state, and as there continues to be more projects being developed, if there's a good balance of supply and demand, this could potentially in fact signal slight drop in cap rates, not to mention with the rising rents working all in tandem as well as appreciation in the market, could create, if and knows the market, hit that subscribe button and reach out to me today to set up a one-on-one consultation, and let's discuss your goals to your next portfolio. I'm William Loos. I'm a local real estate agent out of Greater Milwaukee and Southeast Wisconsin. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. I'll see you next time.